Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. So, welcome back to part 2 of this huge fragrance haul. I hope that you watched and enjoyed part 1. And without wasting any more time, because we still have quite a few fragrances to go through, let's jump into this part 2. And let's start with a fragrance from a house that I absolutely love. It's the house of Gozo. If you thought my obsession with that house has ended, no, it has not. And I did add one more fragrance to my collection from this house. And this one is really due to all the hype that Demi Rowling created around this fragrance. To be honest, if she hadn't talked about it so highly, I'm not sure that I ever would have paid attention to it. But, you know, she piqued my curiosity. I looked at it. I decided to purchase it. This was a blind buy, and this was a good one. The fragrance I'm talking about is Overture from Gozo. This is from their Velvet collection. I'm not sure if that's the official name, but basically it's the line that used to be Sospiro and then moved on to Gozo, and I think they called it Velvet collection. So it has a slightly different packaging. So you open it and here's the bottle. So you can see that the bottle is velvety. So there it is. This is a 50 ml bottle. So this fragrance has fig leaf, orange, magnolia, jasmine, rose, ylang ylang, cinnamon, sandalwood, vanilla, cashmere woods, amber, and incense. And I was worried about the fig leaf. You know, if you watched my video on fragrances that I love with notes that I hate, fig was one of the notes that I mentioned. I've learned through trial and error that I don't really enjoy the note of fig. And, you know, this was one of the main notes listed here, and I was concerned about it. But fig is really not very prominent here, and it is done beautifully. This fragrance is very, very sweet, fruity, slightly floral fragrance. It has a strong note of sandalwood. It is definitely very creamy, but it is not milky. You know, I've heard some people comparing this one to Cruz del Sur 2. I mean, they're both kind of sweet, tropical, fruity fragrances, yes. But to me, they're quite different. First of all, the type of fruits that are in them are different. And then the main difference to me is the milky quality. Cruz del Sur 2 is very, very lactonic. That note is so strong in it. It is not here. It is not present here. There's no milkiness here at all. There's definitely creaminess from sandalwood, but that's as far as it goes. What I find in this one is that everything is mixed together. Everything is blended together to perfection. It's hard for me to separate any individual notes. I mean, honestly, except for sandalwood and maybe vanilla, I can't pick out any individual notes. If I didn't look at the notes, I wouldn't even know how to tell you what it smells like. This is an amazingly beautiful explosion of sweet fruits. What these fruits are, I don't know. Is it fig, orange? Maybe. Are there some florals on here? Sure, they're mixed with the fruits. This is gorgeous, like for warm weather, going on a vacation, or just enjoying a sunny day. This is outstanding. I mean, this one, I have to say that the hype was worth it. Definitely worth it. This is beautiful. Now, let's continue with my current house obsession. As I mentioned in part 1, that's the house of Memo, and I already showed you 2 new purchases from this house. If you thought that was it, no, I have 2 more to share with you. And both of these were not blind buys. I sampled both of these. And I should also mention that actually there are a few fragrances in this haul that are still kind of trickling down presents from my birthday that came in after I filmed my birthday haul. So there are a few of them here, including one of the Memo fragrances. So first one I'm going to show you is called Tamarindo. So here's the card and the box. Here we go. Another gorgeous, gorgeous bottle. I mean, I just love their bottle designs. So beautiful. Here we go. So this fragrance has the notes of bergamot, orange, cardamom, jasmine, tuberose, ylang, pineapple, peach, coconut, patchouli, vanilla, benzoin. So I would say that to me, this fragrance is mostly about pineapple and about patchouli. Maybe a little bit of vanilla, but it's not as important in this fragrance. This is really pineapple, very fresh, or maybe even slightly green type of pineapple. Like it's not fully ripe. That's kind of what it smells like. Very fresh. Patchouli is definitely here. There is bergamot is here a little bit as well. You know, there's jasmine, tuberose, ylang. I'm not really getting that. In fact, I'm not getting any florals in here at all. Maybe they're mixed together with everything. There's also coconut in here, which I am not really picking up either. Again, I've read some reviews comparing this to Coco Mademoiselle from Chanel. Yes, I can see where those comparisons are coming from. The type of patchouli that's in here, I would say, is very, very similar to patchouli in Coco Mademoiselle. But to me, this is where similarities and this fragrance is different to me, but it does have certain elements that are similar to Coco Mademoiselle. So I would say, you know, if you enjoy that, you will probably enjoy this one. And the other way around, if you really dislike Coco Mademoiselle, you probably wouldn't like this one either. But this one is gorgeous. Again, for spring and summer, this is beautiful. Just very, very fresh, almost green pineapple with patchouli. That's really what I'm getting more than anything else. Great, great fragrance. Now, the last one I'm gonna share with you from the House of Memo was actually my very first purchase from this house, a fragrance that when I sampled, I knew that this had to be my first purchase. I just fell in love with it immediately. This is Winter Palace. Here's the card, and the bottle is equally as beautiful. It has this stunning dragon on it. I mean, the design of the bottles, I just love them. These are so collectible. I mean, I don't want to fall into this rabbit hole of, you know, collecting them just because the bottles are so, you know, for someone like me who really enjoys the beautiful bottles, this is very, very tempting. But it is mostly about the fragrance, and this one is incredible, at least for me. And you will see, I think, why once I read you the notes. So this has orange, red tea, vanilla, lemon, grapefruit, tolu balsam, tonka, bergamot, mate, amber, benzoin, labdanum, styrax, musk. Okay, a lot of notes, but it's the tea, I think, that was kind of a giveaway of why I like it, because I really enjoyed the note of tea. And this one is so interesting. This is definitely a warm tea, I would say. Tea note is here, but it's interesting. It's definitely red tea. It's a little bit different from the other tea scents that I have. Orange is very strong here, and it's such an interesting combination. It is partially really sweet orange, almost candied orange, but there's also part of it that's very juicy and very fresh. So I almost feel like they combined fresh orange with some kind of orange candy. I don't know, but I definitely get a combination of the two. And then you have lemon and grapefruit in here, so there are definitely other citruses in here. And everything is deepened by, you know, tonka and amber and benzoin and all the other notes. And you know, in a way, again, it's kind of, this fragrance is a bit of a contradiction to me, because in a way, it's a very warm scent, but in another way, it is very cheerful and fresh scent. So it really combines these two sides so beautifully together. I mean, this is incredible. This is just incredible. It's tea, it's orange, it's amber, it's tonka, it's other citruses. Just an incredible scent. Again, I would highly recommend this one. And, you know, I just want to mention, I know that, you know, I'm really speaking highly about all of the fragrances that I'm sharing with you, kind of hyping them up, but I'm really not hyping them up. I'm just being honest with you. Like I said, you know, at the beginning of part one, this haul includes some incredible fragrances. They're really outstanding. They're so gorgeous. And I'm just being completely honest with you, sharing my opinion with you. To me, they're as good as I'm making them sound. I hope I'm making them sound good. So I'm not hyping them up. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. Okay, next, let's talk about a surprise of this haul. A fragrance that, you know, I've heard some people talk about highly, but I really didn't expect much of it. I just really was curious about it and wanted to try it. And this is from Armani Sea Lion. This is Armani Sea Lion. Now, in general, I know there are a lot of fans of Sea Lion from Armani. I was never a huge fan. I never not liked these fragrances, but I never found them to be very interesting or something that I really needed to have in my collection. I think early on I had 1 or 2 of their fragrances, but I decluttered all of them and I just didn't find anything special in them. But, you know, the way some people described Le Parfum, I thought, okay, I really want to try it. Is it really as good as everyone makes it out to be? So let me finish showing you how it comes. It comes in this bottle. I think it only comes in one size, which is 40 ml, if I remember correctly. It comes in this pouch. I mean, the packaging is really, really nice. The bottle is in here. You know, it looks very similar to everything else from this line. And when I tried this on, I was floored. I mean, I was shocked. This is, wow, I have no words to describe this. This is so different from everything else from the Sea Lion. I mean, if I didn't know, I would say I was smelling a niche perfume, 100%. If somebody let me sniff this and said, okay, guess, is it designer, is it niche? 100% I would say niche. The complexity, the quality of this fragrance is out of this world, out of this world. So the notes in here, I mean, the notes overall are, you know, somewhat similar to the original Sea. Definitely blackcurrant is here. That's what, you know, Sea is all about. There's also bergamot, incense, osmanthus, jasmine, amber, benzoin, vanilla, patchouli. This scent is so rich, deep, thick. It is sweet and it is boozy and it is, I don't even know how to describe it. It almost like I have a combination of some kind of blackcurrant jam mixed with some sweet red wine. That's kind of what I get out of this fragrance. So yes, blackcurrant is here, but it is so deep and rich and thick and boozy. Unbelievable. I think the quality of this, the scent profile is so complex and so high end. I mean, if you have a chance to get your hands on this, definitely try it. This, to me, this doesn't come close to any of the other fragrances from Sea Lion. This is on another level, completely on another level. Okay, next. I'm going to share with you a fragrance from a house that basically no one talks about in North America. It is quite popular in Europe, but in North America, I don't hear anyone talking about it. And I've had a chance to sample 2 fragrances from this house. I liked both, but the one that I purchased, I liked a little bit more. Now, the house I'm talking about is called Zarco Perfume, and the fragrance I purchased is Purple Molecule. It comes in this white box. This is, and I should have looked this up. I'm sorry I didn't. This is, I want to say Dutch house, but I could be wrong. But it's definitely somewhere from Western Europe. And let me open it. So you know, the packaging is pretty simple. And this is the bottle, which is pretty simple as well. Here we go. The other fragrance that I tried was Pink Molecule, which was really nice too, but I liked this one more. So what is this fragrance about? We have Pitahaya. I had no idea what that was. This is a fruit known as moonflower. Okay, I've never smelled it. I don't know what it smells like. There's also vanilla and amber. So pretty simple notes are listed here. So like I said, I have no idea what this Pitahaya smells like, but to me, it smells very, very similar to blackcurrant. This really smells like blackcurrant with vanilla, and it almost feels like vanilla ice cream with blackcurrant, and even it has a little bit of champagne in it. Like I feel that it's bubbly or sparkly. It has that kind of quality. So maybe you're, you know, eating vanilla ice cream with some blackcurrant and drinking some champagne. That's sort of the associations that I get with this. This is so beautiful, so cheerful, so interesting. Like in a way, this fragrance is somewhat simple, but in a way it is not. It is definitely beautiful. It is very happy, very girly. It's great scent for against spring and summer. Really, really beautiful. Has really good performance, you know, for a lighter type of scent, has really, really good performance. So like I said, nobody talks about this house, but I would definitely recommend looking into it. This is a gorgeous one. Pink Molecule that I tried was really good as well. It's possible I might purchase it at some point, but I wanted to start with this one, and this is a beauty. Okay, next we have a fragrance that again really, really surprised me. This was not a blind buy. I sampled it first because if I hadn't sampled it, I would have never ever thought of purchasing it based on a note. It has notes that I don't get along with. But when I sampled it, I was shocked how beautiful it was and how different it was from what I expected. This comes from the House of Jeroboam, and the fragrance is called Gozo, I think. So you know that I already have Insolo from this house, which I really enjoy. This is my second fragrance from this house. So inside of that box, we have another box, and this one is the beautiful orange bottle. All of their fragrances, I believe, come in 30 ml sizes. So this one is as well, but just look at the color of the bottle. And I will tell you that the way that this smells really corresponds to the color of the bottle perfectly. You know, the color that you see is kind of what the juice smells like. So let me start with the notes. And the notes in here, compared to what it smells like, at least to me, are shocking. So we have bergamot, saffron, tuberose, cedarwood, violet leaf, geranium, ambroxan, musk, patchouli. I mean, saffron, tuberose, I dislike both of those fragrances. Violet leaf, geranium, not a fan either. I would have never purchased this if I hadn't sampled it. But this doesn't smell anything like what the notes would suggest. To me, it really smells completely differently. This sort of smells like, it has a candy smell, not very sweet candy, but some kind of, like, you know, some kind of hard candy that has maybe pineapple and mango flavor. Like, you know, those hard candies, and this one has pineapple with mango mixed together, and there's a little bit of patchouli in here. So there is a touch of freshness and earthiness. That's really what I get out of it. It is so fun. It is so pretty. It is so beautiful. I have no idea what they did with it. I mean, tuberose, saffron, violet leaf, geranium. I have no idea. I'm not getting any of that. Somehow, when they put all of this together, they came out with this incredible fragrance. It is a little bit sweet and it is a little bit refreshing at the same time. a little bit unusual. Again, I would say this is kind of different, at least, you know, for my collection. This is beautiful. Again, you know, this is an example of where don't trust the notes all the time. This is why, you know, sampling is really better. Like I said, I would have never, ever paid attention to this fragrance if I hadn't tried it, but this is beautiful. Okay, we're left with 2 more fragrances, I think, yes. And I almost want to say I left the best for last, although I am not going to say that because I think all of the fragrances were pretty amazing. So let's go with the one that has incredibly huge and bulky packaging, but the fragrance is gorgeous. And this is a fragrance that I've heard about for quite a long time. I knew about it and I was never interested in it. I don't know why, because this is kind of my type of fragrance. It has, you know, the scent profile that I typically really enjoy, but for some reason, I was never interested in it. And when I was ordering the Memo samples that I talked about earlier, I saw that they had a sample of this fragrance on the website as well. And I thought, okay, I'm ordering all the other ones. Let me try this one as well. And of course, you know, as the story goes, as soon as I tried it, I fell in love. I had to purchase the full bottle. Now, the fragrance I am talking about is from the house of Floraiku. I'm probably butchering the name, and it is called One Umbrella for Two. So here's the huge box that it comes in. This is quite heavy as well. I mean, I have to say the packaging, I mean, I get it, but it's really over the top. Inside of this box, we have this box. This is plastic. This is heavy. Let's open it. Which way does it open? No, the wrong way. Okay. Okay, this is very difficult to show you. This thing's falling out. Here we go. So let me take individual pieces and I will show you because this is, I can't hold it together. So here is the overall big bottle. Here we go. One umbrella for two. I mean, very interesting design, very different. Now, this thing opens up. And they also give us this simple cap for the bottle. No, not this one. I'm lying to you. There are a lot of pieces to this, I said. So here's the simple cap that we can have here, because there's also a travel spray that comes with it. And this travel spray can be put in the cap, closed. And if you want to take it with you in your bag, you can do that as well. So you can see there is a full bottle and there is a travel spray. I mean, yes, it's very convenient. The packaging is still very bold. Okay, so I'm not going to take it apart. I'm not going to waste time. So let me just show you the bottle again. So what is this fragrance about? Well, the notes seem to be pretty simple. This is blackcurrant, tea, cedar. I think that's all there is, or at least that's all that Fragrantica lists. What does it smell like? Well, very simple. To me, it smells like a blueberry muffin. I mean, really, that's what it smells like. I don't know what else to tell you. Blueberry muffin, that's exactly what it is. I mean, they say it's blackcurrant, but to me, it's clear blueberries and blueberry muffin all together. Like, it has that sort of sweetness, but it's not too sweet. It's a little bit sour. There is tea in here. I'm not getting any tea. Blueberry muffin. I mean, I don't want to waste your time here. That's what it smells like. It is beautiful. It is definitely unique. You know, it's a gourmand scent that's not too overpowering. It is not too sweet. Like, I think in a way, I would say this is a unisex scent. I know not every man would want to smell like this, but I think there are some who would enjoy this scent as well. So, you know, if you enjoy something like this, if you enjoy gourmands, but you're looking for a gourmand that's not overpoweringly sweet, this is a really great option. And I mean, the bottle is beautiful too. And we are down to the last one, and this one is again a great discovery that I sampled first and then purchased the full bottle. I actually sampled it quite a while ago. I knew right away that I loved it, but you know, this pretty expensive one, I waited for a while to purchase it and finally decided to do it. This is another house that I don't hear anyone talk about, especially in North America. But this fragrance in particular is incredible, really incredible. Now the house, let me see if if I can pronounce it. It is called Liquids Imaginaires. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly. The fragrance is Dome Rosa. So this is the box, obviously. We open it up. There's a little black pouch in here. Let's take it out. If you saw the mess around me from all the boxes and all the bottles, oh my God. I'm gonna have to do some serious cleaning after this video. So here's the bottle. I mean, it is pretty simple, you know, kind of interesting cap, but overall pretty simple. What is this fragrance about? So we have champagne accord, grapefruit, pear, rose, clove, incense, woody accord, cedar wood, gaiac wood, and vetiver. So this fragrance is sort of about rose, but not exactly about rose. I would say this fragrance is more about champagne. This really, to me, smells like the most expensive, bougie glass of champagne. It is sparkly, it is bubbly, it is a little bit zesty, it is a little bit sweet, it is a little bit floral. It is stunning. I mean, it is so gorgeous. It is so unique. It is so different. It is so unexpected. I would say this really obviously works for warm weather perfectly, but I would also think this would be a great scent, like a great occasion scent, because you have that really strong champagne accord, which makes this kind of I don't know, celebratory kind of fragrance. So gorgeous. There's something very, very special, very elegant, very sophisticated, very classy about this fragrance. I think this would be great for those that are not fans of really strong rose, because even though rose is here, but the balance of rose and champagne is just stunning. The rose doesn't really stand out. It's to my nose, it plays more of a supporting role. And even though champagne is here, so you can say that in a way this is a boozy scent, but I almost hesitate calling it that because it is so light and it is so gentle, and it's not your kind of heavy, strong boozy scent. This is more on the lighter side. This is outstanding. I know that, you know, this house is not easily available, but if you have a chance to sample it, definitely sample it. This is gorgeous. And this is the last fragrance that I have to share with you. This concludes our two-part haul. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please remember to give me thumbs up and subscribe. And I would love to know, what have you purchased recently? I will see you soon in my next video. Bye.